just going.
Well, very good evening, one and all, and welcome along to the Studio Rats Q&A Live, number 285. My name's James Ivey.
I'm Paul Drew, a dizzy Paul Drew.
And you are very welcome to our weekly takeover of the interwebs. Lots to get through. It's been a very long weekend, very long week already. Lots going on. But Mr. Drew, what have you been up to?
Well, you came over today.
I did, briefly.
I did the video on the bad cat. It's down there.
That's obscene.
The Era 30, which, oh god, that amplifier is lovely. So well done, bad cat. Yes, the bad cat Era 30 video came out. What happened last Thursday? I'd have to have a look. I don't know. I can't remember what the other video I did. Was it the Black Star thing? The Black Star IDX floor?
Yes.
I think it was that, which is really good too. Two completely different ends of the financial spectrum. both really good. What about yourself?
So I was away over the weekend doing a big family gathering thing up in Oxfordshire, which was lots of fun. Spent most of Monday in recovery after that. Tuesday, I drove down to Taunton, which is a good 3 and a bit hours from here, for a gig with celebrating George Michael, the George Michael tribute I've decked for sometimes. And then I came to see you today briefly because it's not on the way back, but it's a lot more on the way back than here is, if that makes sense. Shot a couple of videos, which we can talk about as and when.
Can we talk about that yet or not? Can we talk about that?
Can we talk about that? Not yet. Give it a couple of weeks. So yeah, I got back in record time, which was surprising considering how much rain. The western part of the UK has been deluged in water.
God,
it's ridiculous. Rivers that are normally, little tributaries are a mile wide at the moment.
Is it worse? Is it worse here than where you are?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Much worse. You've got every field where you are is a lake. Pretty much.
Pretty bad, yeah.
We've got that a bit, but nothing like as much. But yeah, so busy week so far. I'm then Gregoire and I are off to Manchester this weekend for a weekend of cheerleading. Nice. He looks great in spandex and lycra too. So yeah, it's all February's bonkers for that. I think I'm on 3 weekends on the bounce for cheer. So.
Nice.
But I can't complain because it all keeps the wolf from the door and all that.
Absolutely.
Before we go any further, I need to do this.
Mr. Plexico. He says, "Hi gang, sorry I missed you at NAMM with the ladies. So is the bad kit era really the best amp, even over a Vox
hand-wired
or hand-wound?" Oh yeah. You can't hand-wired. Are you talking like a modern Vox hand-wired, or are you talking? I mean, even so, I mean, it's a really similar sort of amp. You can't. I mean, it's really easy for me to say yes because I've done the review and stuff. But yeah, you can't really compare a perfectly. I mean, it's
a Vox perfected, isn't it?
It's exactly what it is. It's just brilliant, and it works. And it won't blow up.
The only thing I'm gonna add to that is he does go on and say a 2003 Vox.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
What was the one I had? The anniversary one.
You had a Chinese one.
I know, but it was a blimmin' good amp.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. Yeah. So the Core Gira ones, they're really good. I think it's like that's like saying, what's better? So if you said to me, what would I rather have, a Korg 2003 Vox hand wired or a matchless HC30, I would go for an HC30 all day long. Now, if you said to me, would I have a matchless or the Badcat era, I'd have the era.
Really? Okay, that's
Oh,
interesting.
yeah. I mean, I think, it's a Mark Sampson amp. He's the guy that invented the matchless HC30 and or whatever, or DC30, I should say, that turned into the HC30.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and he's he's had 40 years, 30 years, 30 years, and then to go, actually, do you know what? If I did this and did that, imagine having your two sides of your Vox, and then being able to, having a top boost Vox and a normal Vox, and then being able to join them together, and then combine those two together. So it's amazing. And also to have a fully tube buffered effects loop.
Nice.
Which you wouldn't get on the Vox. Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's a brilliant amp.
There we go. Right, here we go.
Morphs back altogether. Evening Rats. But thank you, Plexico. Thank you very much for your kind donation to the beer fund. Altogether says, Evening Rats, that thumbnail is both brilliant and terrifying. It is, isn't it? And we can change them every week.
Yeah, I've got the next sort of 6-7 weeks worth done already, and they're hilarious. They get more ridiculous. It's a bit like who was it? It was David Browse, wasn't it? Used to get more outlandish each week.
Who
was it? Dave? Who was it? Who used to change? They got more. They got more
deep. Yes.
Yeah. I've got a few done, or I've done a few. I have. There's a joke.
Yeah. Walrus, he says, I just bought a JVM 410, but I'm finding I prefer my Friedman B50 because it's tighter. Oh yeah, I mean, it's a different quality of amp.
Again, but it's taking that thing, and then Friedman's going, right, well, let's perfect the Marshall sound.
Yeah, it's a different beast,
financially as well as sonically.
Vincent, he said, hello, ahoy me hearties, splice the main brace and shred that fretboard. Nice. Cheers, Vincent.
Indeed.
Al from Gears Forest says, evening chaps, I read the description for tonight's show and thought you were saying how I was bad for the creative music industry. Had to read it again. I didn't read the description. What did it say?
You never do. So
AI, as in you thought Al. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I don't read the shit that James writes.
Very few people do, to be totally honest.
Yeah. It's true.
I start with an idea for something, and we never end up talking about it. But
yeah, we never do.
No,
really. But Paul and James discuss cross-dressing.
There's a fair chance we'll probably get onto that though at some point. Good to see you, Al. I hope you're well.
Yes. Nathan, he said, do you think the quality gap between US made and overseas made guitars is closing? Thinking of PRS SE, Epi inspired by Gibson, etc. Yeah, that's a great question.
Definitely. It's one of those. I think.
Well, when we say overseas,
but technically, I would say yes. The technicalities of should we say Far Eastern guitars are they're technically brilliant in many cases. You can get some really good ones, and they are technically they're built really well. Have they got the soul, the vibe, the mojo of American guitars? Who knows?
I don't know. Do you know what? I reckon you could blindfold me, and I could spot a Far Eastern made guitar.
Well, there's a video we have to make, isn't it?
Well, isn't there? There is. I mean, I know that Andertons do videos like that, so it just feels a little bit jumping on their bandwagon, but I think okay. This is what I think. This is what I think it is. I think when you get a guitar, like an American built guitar, it's got to be set up and playing amazing. I don't think I've ever had. I've ever played a guitar straight, a far eastern guitar straight out the box. That has been perfect. And we're not just talking about American guitars, we're talking German guitars, stuff like that. So things like the Nick Huber, something like that, absolutely perfect. Valiant guitars, great. I mean, but you know, you get some American made Fenders and they're a bit dodgy, aren't they? So, but yes, I think you can make any guitar to be just as good as an American guitar if it's the same hardware, if it's all the same hardware, and one guitar's made in the over in China, wherever, Indonesia, and one guitar's made in America. The difference, I think, is the finishing details, because I think the American guitars, most of the time, and this is not every brand, I could definitely name a massive brand that doesn't do this very well, but most of the time,
quality control.
But yeah, I think the American guitars are normally set up and playing very well, while the far eastern guitars, it just seems to be running off a factory. It seems to be running off a conveyor belt, just going, right, that'll do. That's as much as we can spend on time on that instrument, because that's all we're earning out of that instrument.
And also, you know, in these factory-made guitars, it's not the parts that cost the money, it's the labor time that goes into them. So if they can reduce that labor time, they can actually, you know, either bring the price of the instrument down or make more profit, or a combination thereof.
Yeah, I mean, you can build any guitar in say like the Cork factory, you know, in the Cork factory, you can build any guitar, because you can say to them, you know, I want to spend this amount of money on getting a guitar perfect, or how much, you know, how much perfection can we get for this amount of money? And they will say, well, this is going to have to be cut, that's going to have to be cut. If you've got, you know, £2,000, 1,500 quid to spend on a guitar made in the manufacturers, I'm sure that in the Indonesian factories, I'm sure they could do a fantastic job. But it tends to be the quality control, the finishing off details. That's the way I would see it.
That's not to say you don't get some amazing guitars coming out of those factories. It's just that it is generally the QC that is where it falls over.
Yeah. Anton, hi Anton. JP, he said, evening all. When I saw the thumbnail, I wasn't sure if it was the Studio Rats or Rat who were doing the Q&A live. Either way, I'm quite perturbed. Ha ha. Yes.
Hey, if it's gonna mean that it gets some attention when that thumbnail hits your YouTube announcements or the Facebook posts or whatever, then hey, it's all good.
Yeah. Well, Russ, are there any Marshalls that are as tight as a Friedman? Everyone I've tried, just a little bit loose bottom end when palm muting. Yeah. So the modded ones, because basically what they've done is they've Marshall
the mods that everybody did.
yeah. Friedman copied a Friedman created the Ultimate Marshall, and then Marshall then gone, okay, well, let's make a Friedman. So that's their modded, or that, you know, or any other famous modder that that's done that.
That's what it comes down to, isn't it? They've basically done
the modded 800's really good.
Really, really good. But let's not pretend it's not dissimilar money to a Friedman.
I'm sure in the States it's more expensive than a Friedman. But to us it's cheaper. But yeah,
but not a lot.
I'd still rather have a Friedman, and I know that's you know, being British, that seems a bit out of order. But
how many have you got behind you now?
No, I do like them. Graham, evening, Graham. Hope you're well, sir.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Willie.
Well done, Willie Hard Meat. Hey, he's changed his. He spent a bit of time on his logo.
Yes. AI has served him well.
Yeah. Vinny looks the closest to his AI 80s mock-up. James wishes he has arms as thick as his fake counterpart. This is true.
Yes.
Evening and afternoon, all evening, Mendel. Hope you're well. Willie, Oxfordshire sucks.
But he's never been there.
I haven't talked about it yet.
I missed. Sorry, mate.
I
missed. There was a follow-up. Thank you.
That's very kind of you. You're very generous with your super chats. We do appreciate it, Plexico. Thanks, mate. Paul G 22 1x12 or 2x12, ignoring cost of weight, pure sound field tone question.
4x12
question. 4x12.
4x12.
I don't know.
Definitely 2 for me. 2 over 1.
As long as it's a decent sized cab, as long as it's a big cab, I don't mind. Those little cabs, and Victory are doing it now, aren't they? Those little sort of mini cabs where there's no space around the speaker. It's that's compromising. As long as there's space around the cab, I would rather a 1x12 in an oversized cab than a 2x12 in a tight cab.
Okay. Next question: open back or closed back?
We always disagree on this.
Open I know. Back. Closed back. You're just wrong.
Blind Man Gary, he says, hi all. It's so sad to hear that lead singer of Three Doors Down, Brad Arnold, died this week of cancer at the age of 47. It's so sad, isn't it? That's happening a lot.
Yeah.
Very sad. Ho, ho, ho. Hey, perfecto. How are you, sir? Hope you're well, mate. Paul G, challenge accepted. Lol. John Cordy failed the same test with his own guitars. Look forward to seeing the blind test. There we go. Yeah, so John's done it, is he? Can't do it. That looks like I'm jumping on the bandwagon. Unless John was involved.
See, if we hadn't known, we would have done it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and that also looks bad. I haven't seen John's video. Ned, hello mate. He said, good evening, Rats. No band practice tonight. Good to see you. My band had our first gig this past Saturday. It was really fun. We are a freaking tight band. Nice.
Great.
Hello, mate. Awesome. Yes. Awesome. Perfecto says, the quality depends on how man's hands has passed through. Yeah, how many man's hands has passed through during the build process. That's exactly. Cheers, Perfecto. Walrus. Just curious if you guys enjoyed Anaheim or if it was stressful. I used to live out near there and it's too busy for me. I mean, it's very different to where I live and very different to where James lives.
Yeah, I mean, but I used to live in London. I used to live in reasonably central London, so it doesn't phase me in any way, shape, or form. I don't mind it.
No, I like it. I think it's I wouldn't want to live there.
I'm sorry, could I live there?
No. Well, in Anaheim.
It wouldn't be my if I had to live in California, it wouldn't be the place I chose to live.
Yeah.
But it's all right. The traffic is horrendous, but LA traffic anywhere in Los Angeles or that sort of Los Angeles area is pretty horrendous.
And it's expensive.
Living in
you overpay for everything.
Try living around London and realizing exactly the same thing.
It's not as expensive as Anaheim, though. Anaheim's just crazy.
I think there's a certain amount of they rip you a new one because of where you are and because of what's going on, and you got Disney next door to a trade show with 70,000 people over,
and everyone wants tips. It's just like tips for farting. It's just ridiculous.
I made you a coffee that you're paying for. Now I want to tip. I'm like, but that's the difference between us. That's the difference between an American mindset and ours.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. It's not about the tipping. I don't mind if you get service, but someone that's making you, like if you're down for a meal and you get great service, that's different. But if you've got someone that goes, "What do you want?" I'll have a an espresso, $5 and you give them $5 and then there's a tip thing on there. It's just like, piss off.
Yes.
Pet, hello mate. He said, evening all. For a second, I thought Cinderella had reformed, judging from your pick. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, they get way. I say they get way better.
They do get.
I promise you.
What's up? Right, Jimmy. Thomas. Good afternoon, all. Afternoon, Thomas.
Is it just really big because there's only two of us, or has something changed somewhere in the setup that's now giving the text and the images really big?
I don't know.
Because I also think the color profile has changed. Because I'm sure I set it up as purple. Things have changed.
Did we say good afternoon? Thomas said good afternoon. Cheers, Thomas.
Yes.
Guitar buddy, evening rats. Do you guys ever get to play any of those amps full throttle without some type of attenuation? If so, is there a difference between the feel and sound? Yes. So around James's, we've done it. We've done it before. We've turned up a
several amps to full tilt, haven't we? To see what would happen.
Yeah, we did the Marshall. We did a Marshall. We've done a matchless, haven't we?
We did the little MT15, the little PRS. We cranked it. We did the matchless. We did a couple of Marshalls. We blew one up. Well, you did.
I ran a few Marshalls up.
It's funny. The thing that you notice is the higher the quality amp, and I think this is pretty much something we've noticed all the way across the board. The higher the quality of amp, it's not more volume, it's just lack of background noise. If you crank 100 watt DSL up to full tilt and you stop playing, if you crank 100 watt Friedman up to full tilt, it's
not silent,
but it ain't far off.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is.
The matchless, when we wound them up all the way, there was nothing.
No, the matchless was incredible, wasn't it? It was.
So yes, we do get to crank them. To be honest, in here, most of the time, I normally have an attenuator on, just because it means you can drive the amps in their sweet spot. And there's a video coming next week where we talk about this, where you can get the amp to its sweet spot and not offend your neighbors and your inner ear.
Perfecto says, I need a Jose port. I do need a Jose. You're not wrong there, mate. I should get one at some point, shouldn't I?
Yes.
I think when they've been out a while, because I buy the Friedman second hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait until a little bargain comes up. So the Jose's will have to be out a little while before, unless you're talking about a proper Jose, which there's no way I'll be able to get one of them.
No, that'd be nicer, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Do I remember Joe Passion for Tone has got a Jose?
He's got the Friedman Jose, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes. Dodgy. Finally get a chance to catch you boys live. When can we expect more tunes from you lot? There's already I don't know if you've seen our songs. If you go onto the Shooter Rats YouTube channel, there's a playlist called Songs. I think all the songs are in there.
Is the latest one on the Shattered Horizons?
Yeah, I think there's about 14 tracks in there.
Yeah.
So you can go and
but we are cooking some new stuff up. So basically, we write a song when there's a reason to write a song.
Yeah.
If there's a project that comes along that's worth getting our teeth into. So there's a couple of things that's on the boil at the minute that there'll be some more material coming for.
Yes. Have you seen also Geddon said, have you seen the Analog Man may call it quits due to increased costs? I wonder if small pedal companies might start to disappear. So all in the news. All in the news.
Okie dokie.
Hey, Perfecto said it's going to Birmingham. Do you know what? I might not be going now. Not because Perfecto's going. That would be the opposite reason. I would go. I would have gone. But
But
I promised the missus a weekend away, and Solihull, I don't think will quite cut it.
no, a weekend in Nam, Birmingham.
Good day, all from Hod. Good day, Hod. Hope you're well, sir. Fram, he said, ever tried a 12-inch speaker only in a 2x12 cab and cover the second speaker hole? Oh, never tried that. You ever tried that?
No, I haven't. I don't.
I'm sure it works. Sure it works a treat. Yeah. Willie Hardmeat official 2026. He says, DeCastro, don't go to Birmingham. Honestly, whatever you're going for, it's not worth it. He's going for the guitar show. It's brilliant. The Birmingham guitar show. I mean, Perfecto's used to going to NAMM and Guitar Summit, so he might be a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, it's quite a come down.
Yeah, but it's good. It's the best. It is the best show in the UK.
Yes,
but it's not.
It's the only one left, isn't it?
No, Brighton and London. I love the London one. Always cracks me up.
The London International Guitar Show.
Not in London, and it's not international. Brilliant. Odd. Both my great grandparents came from London to USA because of prices. Joke was on them. Wow. But yeah, I mean, I remember. I mean, back in late 80s, early 90s, I remember, my local music shop, which was Rock Bottom.
Not Gig Sounds in Croydon. Gig Sounds.
No, Gig Sounds. I worked at Gig Sounds. Rock Bottom in Croydon.
Mm-hmm.
They used to go over to America to go and pick up USA standard Strats because they were so much cheaper than what we could get them for or buy them in. So they used to go over and get like a crate, like what do they call it? Storage container. Yeah. Fill them up and come back.
Yes, those were the days.
Yeah.
There
we go. Dave, you're looking damn. Tell you what.
not even with yours, mate.
Dave, he said, my sound used to be a blend of a Vox and a Fender, but my Vox isn't reliable. That tends to happen. The Bad Cat is on my list to try now. Yeah, that's what it is, unfortunately. I mean, Voxes sound great. But he's, looking good, Dave. I wonder where he gets Dave gets his mugshots from.
Police stop.
It's definitely mugshots, isn't it?
Yeah.
The graphic is huge compared to the old one.
Yeah. I'll leave it as it is. It might shrink when we get 4 up or 3 up.
But we can now see. But now we can see like the guitars and people's faces and stuff. But Dave's looking hot. Willie, why does John Squire not get the respect he deserves as a guitarist? I guess because the 90s were not known. I think we came out of the 80s, which was all about virtuosity and pretentiousness and pomp. And then the 90s came and it was a bit more relaxed, wasn't it? It was a bit more and also English as well. There aren't many. I mean, can you compare John Squire to I'm going to start an argument here, but you can't, let's say Mark Knopfler, let's say, has he got the tone and the writing skills and I mean, I know some people are going to love that sort of style of music more than Dire Straits or whatever, but do you know what I mean?
They're wrong.
But there is, he's yes.
I think the end of the 80s, then when bands like Nirvana came along, that was the end of the end of the music being honed and perfect. It became more about the vibe and about the emotion,
Yeah.
rather than how many notes I can get into this bar or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's great. I mean, I love Nirvana, but don't ask me to. God, never ask me to play in a Nirvana tribute band or anything like that, because it's not my musical. It's not where my musical interests lie. I always joke and say I was born 10 years too late, because I should have been playing in rock bands in the 80s. That'd have been great.
Yeah.
Lots of drums.
You'd love that. Stupid amount of drums. Perfecto. He says, just a part of my UK trip, visiting other spots too. I wouldn't worry, because what Willie says is basically, if he hasn't been somewhere, he hates it. Richard, mate, he said, evening gents, trust me, not all big brand guitars arrive to store set up. We have to set up most guitars before selling. But okay. What about, like, I would be surprised if I mean, I could be wrong, but if you get like a Fender custom shop and it needs setting up, or it needs fretwork, or it needs stuff, stuff being smoothed out, dodgy fret ends, that sort of stuff. Because that's what I tend to find.
But we know from certain well-known American brands that quality control is not necessarily what it should be.
No.
So sometimes I suspect those guitars do get to stores.
Yeah, okay. No, let's say the word Gibson.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's not, that is, I love Gibson guitars, but Gibson, do better. That's all you got to do.
Must try harder. I mean, there's not even a must. You should be trying harder.
And it's not just oh, that's what's said. That's what's in the forum. People say it, so we say it. We've had that experience.
Yeah, and we're not talking on cheaper Gibsons or Eppies. We're talking super high end. Multiple thousands of pounds worth of guitars turning up. No,
it's a shame. It's such a shame, because Gibson should be the company that's leading the way.
Leading the way, the flag wavers, the standard bearers. Yeah. Never mind. Moving on.
There's even some things about my 335 Murphy Lab that I haven't even talked about. It'll just make you laugh. Anyway.
Or cry, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, I love Gibsons, but yeah. The Outer Limits rocks. I really hope the backlash to AI stop is that kids will start. Really hope that the backlash to AI slop.
Yes.
Is that kids? Sorry, my brain's not computing. Is that kids will start going out to small clubs to see live musicians doing the real thing in real time.
I said this to you today. What AI is doing for the music industry is it's fake news. You're going to have to go and see an act live, either in a big stadium show or in a pub, and you're going to have to see it to know that they're doing it. And how can that be a bad thing? Getting people back into venues. I mean, if that's a purely aside.
I don't know. It could go the other way to me. It could go the other way, where people just go, "Oh, AI," when music just becomes background noise.
I don't know. I mean, so we did a gig. Okay, so it's tribute shows is different, because they're coming to hear the music of an artist they really like hopefully by someone doing a more than reasonable take on classic songs. But a Tuesday night in Taunton, which is not the world's biggest, metropolitan borough, and it was full house.
Great.
Which was great.
Did you have to make way for the extra Zimmer frames? And
I don't think everyone paid full fee, if you know what I mean. But it was full, for a Tuesday night in a provincial town. It was full, and it was great. If that's a sign of things to come, I've done some great gigs with those guys now. It's different when you do weddings because people are there. They're there no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless the couple are really unpopular. But you've got the audience are there. I'll tell you who else is there. Vinny the Axe!
Hey, Vinster.
What's happening?
All right, mate.
Good. How are you?
Did the guitar turn up?
I'm waiting for it to be delivered.
Hey, so we can't. So just so everyone knows, Vinny's got a guitar coming that apparently me and Phil are going to hate, and James will like.
Yes.
But Vinny hasn't told us what it is yet, so hopefully it'll arrive.
I'm hoping so. If not, stay tuned to the channel because I'll probably put out a video soon. So on it. So it's just I don't want to give it away. It's something that I just took a chance on. So
nice. Awesome.
We'll see.
Interesting.
Awesome.
What have you been up to? Anything exciting?
No, just did the video on last week on the Gibson that I got in the trade out, the Memphis, which I'm really impressed with that guitar. I don't think I'm gonna sell it. I know I say that about everything, but I really don't. Normally I'll know like this is like a 1 monther and it's gone. But I think I'm going to keep it. It sounds fantastic. I'm really surprised. I'm not a semi-hollow guy, so I don't know. And rightfully so, I'm not a semi-hollow guy because most of the time, semi-hollow guitars, the bodies are a lot bigger, and I just don't find them comfortable. So I just kind of like that's why I don't play acoustic guitars. I don't like putting my arm, over the body of them. So, but this is different. I mean, it's only about maybe I think a quarter of an inch or so thicker than a regular Les Paul. So,
nice.
So I think I'm going to keep it just to have it, because it's got a different kind of sound. And then I took a chance on something else. I was going to build a guitar again, but I decided just to start looking around. I found something, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance on this. So we'll see. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I'll see how it turns out.
Nice. Where are we?
Blind Man Gary.
Yeah.
Blind Man Gary said it's a PRS horse meat chassis big because the jacks are on top. Kind of wish they just put it on the side if it makes it small. No, I don't think so. There's not a lot that's in a Klon style.
Yeah, no, I think they just made it big like that. Just I don't know. You know what? I don't even know how hard it is to open mine because I have one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and I don't know.
Do you like it? I had one for a while.
It's okay. I mean,
stupid name.
It just takes a little bit to kind of dial it in, especially with the voicing. Sorry, I'm down here looking at it. The voicing knob.
Right.
It takes a little bit to finesse to get the kind of sound right.
No, I don't reckon. I mean, if you look at the pedal, it's got a single knob at the top, and I reckon that's all just wasted space. I reckon they could have put that in a much smaller pedal.
Yeah. My Velcro is covering the screw ends. I don't know why I did that. I normally don't do that, but if I could easily open it up, I would to show everybody what's inside of it. But
yeah, okay. I think it's one of those things. I mean, if you like a pedal, you will work out a way to get it on your board.
Yeah, it's true.
I think.
I mean, well, you know what? It may be a little larger, but think about it. If it was a Boss pedal or another conventional pedal with the jacks on the side, you're probably around the same space after you put the plugs in.
Yeah,
right?
Probably. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's
a good point. I mean, I don't understand the question. What's the question, Boney? Yeah. Fill us in, mate. Fill us in because I don't understand. Yes, we could say I don't know. Next question.
That is.
Yeah, I don't understand the question.
I think it's JBL Band in a Box, or it's not called the Band in a Box. It's called the Band Box, and it's awesome. I have.
Is that the question? Is it the question? Is any good?
I think so. It's brilliant.
Okay. Yeah.
Full review will happen when it arrives. When they arrive.
Willie, hard meat official. Yeah, we shrunk again.
I know. I changed it back to how it was because every time it appeared, it covered up Vinny.
Ah, can't do
Can't
that.
have that.
No.
That's what people tune in for.
Not the rock god that is Vinny,
sure.
according to the thumbnail.
I know. I saw that. That's pretty coal.
They get worse or better. I'm not sure which.
Willie Hardmeat Official 2026. Name the pickup. Fat, gritty, and raw tone, offering more output and mid-range punch than a single coil, while retaining more treble clarity and bite than a standard humbucker. So is this the blurb that's on a particular pickup? Name that pickup. Fat, gritty, and raw tone, offering more output and mid-range punch than a single coil. That's the bit that's confusing me. While retaining more treble clarity and bite
than a standard humbucker.
Probably it's something that Paul really likes, like a Thornbucker or something like that.
Is that a
no?
Is that a J Seymour Duncan JB?
I thought JB initially, but I think it's I think it's a Filtron. There we go.
Ooh, there we go. Let us know, Willie.
He said, have you known the great studio guitarist Michael Caswell? I know Michael Caswell. Oh, yeah. He was the nicest guitar snub I ever wrote to. And to my ears, the best thing to Jeff Beck and his solo album is awesome. Did Michael Caswell, was he the guy that passed?
I don't know.
If it's the guy I think it is, yeah, he was awesome. He's the English guy.
Yeah.
The problem is in my head, after hearing his surname, all I'm hearing is rock the Caswell, rock the Caswell.
Yeah, he's got dark hair, dark long hair. He's on the thinner side. I've seen he used to what did he used to do?
Yeah. I think he passed. Yes,
really?
he died in 2016.
What?
Yeah, he passed in.
Yeah.
Okay. That sucks.
2016. Yeah, he was great. Really great. Miguelon. Hi, I'm looking for a set of pickups for my Strat. Humbucker and bridge with a lot of articulation and warm and fat and P90 sound for the neck without the 60 cycle hum. Suggestion. Okay, so I'm looking for a set of pickups, humbucker and bridge with a lot of articulation. So how many pickups? Are you just looking for a humbucker P90?
Yeah.
No, it's a humbucker and the bridge, but a P90 for that fat and P90 sound for the neck. I mean,
yes. So what is a set of pickups? Is that two? Are we talking two pickups? It
right,
must be
talking two humbuckers, and then because there's a bunch of companies that make a P90 in a humbucker shape that can go into the neck. If that's what we're going here, I don't.
Can I? Well, there's a set of. If you're just looking for a humbucker and a P90, who actually make a set, because I'd recommend Ron Ellis pickups. But if I know that there's a set by a company called Klopman, which is the Sinner and P90 set, which is a Sinner humbucker, which is really articulate. Think like it's not as high output, but think of that Eddie Van Halen crispness to the tone, and a P90, and hold on a sec. But you want a P90 without the 60 cycle hum?
That's what I was just going to say. Hum canceling he's looking for.
No, I mean just I wouldn't even go. I wouldn't even go there. That doesn't even. It's if you want a P90, get a P90. Yeah, put up with it. It's just what it is.
Don't stand next to any fluorescent tubes.
I don't understand how people get so bothered by it, by single coils and P90 noise. It's just, when you're playing, you don't hear it. No. And then and then if you're using lots of gain, as soon as you stop playing, you whip the
buy a noise gate.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't. I'd much rather not use a noise gate. Just run my volume control back as quick as I can. What about you, Vin? Are you? Does it bother you?
Well, I don't really play live, so it doesn't affect me, full volume. But I don't like to sacrifice the sound sometimes with a hum canceling P90 because you're not getting the same thing.
Yeah.
The only thing I could say is I know that Seymour Duncan just came out with a hum canceled P90, but I don't know what routing you have in your guitar. If you're looking at a humbucker, there's a few humbuckers that are literally P90s. I think Lawler makes it too, and like Klopman, I would say, yeah, definitely Ron Ellis. But I'm in agreement with you, Paul. As I've gotten older, I just think that if you take a single coil and you start to alter it so that it's noise canceling, it doesn't sound the same. Fender's been trying it for years and still have not got it. Right? If you think of all the noiseless single coils that they've made, what version are they on now? 5, 7? I don't even know. But I agree with Paul. It's like learn the technique of rolling off the volume.
Or have a volume pedal on the floor.
I was just going to say,
that's how Tim Pierce does it. Tim Pierce has got a volume pedal, he just knocks off. Can I just say as well, if you've got a humbucker P90 situation and you're using lots of gain, you switch it up to the neck pickup to do a solo, whatever like that, and you're doing lots of gain. If you don't like just to go like that, because if you watch all my videos, you'll see at the end, as soon as I stop playing, it's a quick turn off the volume. But if you don't like that, just do that and switch it into hum cancelling. So you finish solo, switch it down to your humbucker.
Yeah, that works.
And then you're not going to get humbucker. There's no noise. But I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. Honestly, just Richard Paul, the Wampler pedal head looks great. Would you say it would be a great addition to a modeler? Yes, absolutely. Cool. I think the perfect scenario would be something like the Tone King Imperial pedal, the little valve pedal that Booty Camp brought out, and the upcoming Royalist.
Yeah, I've been interested in that Royalist.
Yeah, it is great.
I wanted to buy the amp at one time, so
I've got one here, and it's brilliant. Yeah, you'd love it.
Cool.
Hot 8 says, Vinny, that Gibson is cool.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Cool. It is cool. I like it a lot.
Really cool. It is. Yeah, I really like it. Chileno123 he said, Paul from Milehouse Studios, big fan here.
Oh, thank you very much.
Is that what? Well, it is Paul. Hold on, it is Paul from Milehouse Studios. Or because it says Chileno. So is that Paul from Milehouse Studios? If so, welcome, mate, because you've got an awesome channel.
And he says,
he said, really enjoyed your appearance on Anderton's, Paul. Thanks, mate. And if you're Paul from Milehouse, I enjoyed yours too. Well, you're multiple ones now. You're doing quite a lot with them, aren't you? Well deserved. Miguelon, he said, Paul, I sent you a text on Instagram. I'm in love with your Paisley Strat. I want to replicate it. I saw the video about 100 times. Could you give me more info about the woods, pots, etc.? So I haven't got it anymore. Yeah. I can. It was an order. So it's a Fender Masterbuilt Strat, order body. The pickups were the two P90 pickups were Seymour Duncan. What are the posh Seymour Duncans, Vin?
The Antiquities.
Yeah. So Antiquity P90 is from Seymour Duncan. Rosewood fingerboard. It had a 65 neck on it. Yeah, it was really good. It was really. I don't know why I got rid of it.
You gigged that guitar. It was great.
I did gig it, didn't I? Yeah, no, it's a really good guitar. Yeah, it's stupid. I get rid of stuff and then get other stuff. I'm an idiot. Yes.
Yes, you certainly are. No, that was about the JBL band box. Yes, it is really cool. There'll be a video coming. Honestly,
don't feel bad, Paul. I do the same thing. I think
I know you do.
Guitar 413, I think, or something crazy.
Wow.
This is why I don't sell anything. I never have seller's remorse because I don't sell anything.
If I kept every guitar I've ever owned, no one would be able to live in my home. There would be no for that.
And also, it's the way
you would be happy.
You know what? Do you know what I did learn though through all this whole process? One is that I probably could have paid my house off, and I don't know, would have been more financially well off. However, what I also learned is that having all these guitars and learning about them and learning what works with what and how many builds I've done through Kiesel and how many Warmoth builds, and I learned what works and what doesn't work. So when somebody says, hey, I'm thinking about building X, Y, and Z, I go, okay, that sounds cool, but don't do that because that's going to cause you tuning problems, or this is going to be an issue here. So you do learn a lot over time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny though, the way like we talk about guitars and stuff. I've had this recently with drum kits. You know how we go, you get to play the best, your best stuff, and then you go back to something that you thought was really good, and you go, oh, because and that's so certainly with drums, it's a real problem because obviously it's so acoustic. You're only really putting a mic on it. And that kit sounds so incredible. I go back to my Yamaha kit, which is a great kit. But, ironically enough, a kit that's worth 6,000 quid sounds better than kit that was worth £1,000 back in the day. Not surprising. And say, fortunately so, the Sonos sounds better than the Yamaha. So, I mean, it's all kind of... I know where I'm going. No one else does.
No. I'm laughing at a future question.
You know what I mean? Yes, go.
Gwillis Strats. Cheers, everyone. Good afternoon here in Peru. Good afternoon, Gwillis Strats. Welcome. Boney's World. Have you heard the sound? I.e., is it worth the price sound-wise? Are we talking about the...
I think we're still talking about the JBL. Yes.
Which one are we talking about? The mini one or the big one? Well, James can give an opinion.
Check out the video. Check out the video that's on TSR Jivey Talks Tech, where we're in a demo situation with an artist called Lindsay L. As soon as I get one, there will be a video appearing because I think it's a really cool product. And JBL will sell a gazillion of them. It's very difficult to test anything at NAMM, even in a relatively quiet space like we were. It's still difficult to tell, but I was impressed with it, and I think they'll sell gazillions.
Excellent. Bedler Plum says, yes, he passed away. His album was unearthed. I'll have a listen to it. I mean, yes, I remember him being very, very, very good. Blind Man Gary, young people probably aren't going to see concerts as much because the prices are extortionate. That's true. Some bands' prices are over 100, 200 quid. Plus, you have to use Ticketmaster, who are awful. That's very true.
Then go to pubs. Go and see live music in pubs, bars, clubs.
Yeah,
because bands are still playing.
Yes, they are, but there aren't as many pubs doing live music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and all the geographical area too that you're in, you might not have any.
But then go to them, fill those pubs, and then other pubs will go, did you see the Dog and Duck on Friday night? We should have a band. That's how it works.
I agree. I agree. But the only thing is what tends to happen, and I would go and see more live music. The only thing for me is that I don't want to go and see some, trying to be nice here, some person singing along to a Poxy backing track.
Agreed, but this is the AI thing. This is the AI problem. That when we all used to go and see bands. A Friday, Saturday night out was if you weren't playing, you were out seeing other bands.
Yeah.
Like back in the day when Paul and I were going to see King Diamond live. Remember Paul?
I mean, I remember, say at sixth form, which is 17, 18. And of course, legally speaking, we weren't allowed to go into pubs at 17 and drink, but that's another issue. If we weren't gigging, we'd probably go and see 3 or 4 bands a night in 3 or 4 different pubs.
Yeah.
And you'd go, oh, I like them. I'll stay for their first set. Then so and so's on at the pub up the road, and that was what we did.
What were those pubs? Is it Firkin pubs? Remember them?
Firkin breweries.
Yeah, they used to have live bands. They were great.
Yep.
Dirty pubs. Proper good.
But I mean, there was probably on a. I know we're going back in time. We're sort of getting all misty eyed about it, but there was probably 20 bands on a Friday or a Saturday night in Ipswich, and you could go and see some really, really good bands not playing to backing tracks. It could be a power trio, it could have been a 4-piece or whatever. I think there was sort of 2 or 3 bands around that were really, really top notch pub bands. They were great. And I think we can get it back, because I think people will go, they'll want to see it happening for real, and people will realize that when there's a person, I'll say person because male or female doesn't matter, standing there with an acoustic guitar and there's drums and stuff coming out the speakers, and you think, hang on, they're not there. Again, this is this whole anti-AI revolution that I think is coming. I think people will go, hang on, if I can't see the instrument being played, I don't want to hear it. I want to see drums and everything on stage.
I hope you're right.
I hope I'm right. The cynic in me says I'm not, but the ever eternal pessimist says it's coming back.
I don't think so. I think that the new generation didn't grow up and to see what you saw to equate that as normal, so they don't care.
I'm with Vinny on that.
That's how I look at it. I did take my daughter, I think several months ago. I talked about it on the show, I think.
See King Diamond?
No, I would love to see King Diamond. I did see King Diamond. It was last year, but I took her to see Ghost for her first concert, and the stage show and just the whole show was phenomenal. Whether I don't worship that band or anything, but it was probably the best show that I've ever seen, and I've been to high dollar shows like even Iron Maiden, who has a ton of money tied up in their stuff. I was blown away. I could not believe it. And my daughter was having a good time, and I said, hey, I'm sorry that this is your first concert. And she's just like, why? I said, because pretty much everything you're going to go to is going to suck after this.
Yeah.
It's not going to be to this level of theatrics and all the stuff,
But the truth of the matter is, and say this is me as someone who does it, and I am the eternal optimist, and I will always put more effort in than a gig is probably worth. Paul will testify to this. It's gear, lighting, great sound equipment is cheaper than it's ever been to put on a really good show. Intelligent lights now are not expensive. It's as easy as it's ever been to put on a great show, even at a pub level or a club level. You could really go to town, and I think it's only going to take a few artists to start doing it properly again, and actually putting some effort in. I mean, God, we used to cart for a pub gig. We used to cart ridiculous amounts of stuff around, because it made the show. It made it fun. It made it more interesting for the audience. It made it better for us, because I'll be honest, hot girls used to come up and dance on stage with us. And what teenage band doesn't love that?
Yeah, true.
Anyway, hang on. There we go.
Trev, thanks, mate. Cheers, Trev. That's much appreciated. Trev says something we have in the US too is there are managing companies that book gigs for bars here. So unless you go with that MGMT co, you aren't getting a gig locally. Oh, management co, you aren't getting a gig locally because they've contracted. Wow.
But then, so
cheers,
I knew someone who, Baggy, for example, used to book the bands for 4 or 5 pubs in and around Colchester. And to get a gig, all you had to do was say, can we have a gig, please?
Yeah.
And you'd get the gig. And if that's what's happening, then phone them. Phone the management company. If the pub says, sorry, we deal with XYZ management, phone them. Get a gig.
Yeah.
I know I come from a place of eternal positivity, and I think the world's going to be brilliant. But I think we can get it back. I think live music can make a huge return. Boom.
Cholino. I've recently put a 1977 Fender bass neck on my 1998 Fender Standard Strat, and I'm having a really hard time finding guitar strings long enough. Any recommendations? Is this Paul from Milehouse? Is this?
I would say put bass strings on. They'll be long enough.
Oh no, I think Cholino is saying Paul from Milehouse, as in, am I Paul from Milehouse? No, I'm not. No, okay, so he's not Paul from Milehouse. No, Ooh. I understand. That's a crazy thing to do. Does it fit? Yeah, just get some custom strings. So contact Stringjoy in the US, and they will do strings.
There you go.
Whatever you want. He said, and it buzzes like an annoying old fridge and cuts my peace of mind. I put my P90 switch in the middle, or use the latest Boss noise suppressor.
That'll work.
But when you're playing, you don't notice it. Or you don't notice. You know, think about all the musicians that use a lot of gain, that use P90 pickups, like,
look at Phil X.
Specials. Huh?
Phil X,
yeah. Loads of gain.
Yeah, and he gets some glorious tones out of that thing.
P90, great.
I would say maybe, and I can't see the guitar and I don't know what he's got, but maybe the guitar's not grounded well. So not only are you getting P90, 60 cycle hum, but you're also getting a grounding noise.
That's possible.
Of it too.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
So the way to check that is to take your fingers off the strings and see if the tone changes, and if it does change massively, there's probably a grounding issue, because you become the source of ground. Should we do the news?
Yeah. I really need Phil.
Oh well, Phil's not coming. He had to go into an emergency meeting of not very emergency like.
Oh, that's sounded dangerous.
Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe.
Oh yes, yeah. Cheers, guys. Yeah, thanks, Vin. Yes. If you're getting something out of this, can't believe why you are. But if you are, hit the like, subscribe button, and all that stuff. We don't monetize this show, so it really does help. And thanks to everyone that's done us super chats. So Phil's definitely not coming, no.
According to Phil, he had to go into an emergency meeting that wasn't much of an emergency.
It didn't sound much of an emergency, did it? Okay.
Something to do with books or something.
Okay. I'm ready. Are we there?
Boom.
Tell me
when I can't see. We're there.
So yeah, the question is Analog Man about to quit? So if you don't know anything about Analog Man, is it Mike Piera? Is that the guy that owns Analog Man? So basically, the King of Tone is one of those pedals that it's become really, really sought after, and there's such a long waiting list on it. And they're expensive. Well, they're expensive, but they're not as expensive as what they go for secondhand, because the waiting list is so long. Now, I think
here we go. Clearly,
the price.
What? Clearly,
Guess what?
Is he in?
There he is.
You want to know why? Because we're talking about Analog Man. We're talking about Analog Man, so we thought, do you know what? I think I'll come in now.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I'd have a King of Tone at hand. I normally try to keep one in every room so I can grab it very easily, but I don't have one to hand quickly. Sorry.
So Phil, sorry, mate, I can't see you because all I can see is the screen that I'm on.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. So what's your thought on this?
Man, Mike said the same thing when he came on my podcast 4 years ago.
Oh, did he? So he's already said that.
A similar thing, and he's not wrong. The idea is, so the King of Tone uses components. He's very particular about the components.
Yeah.
That aren't made, 1, anymore, 2, in America, 3, the wait list is so long because he doesn't charge to get on the wait list, and that's a problem. That's why it's 7 years long now.
Wow, is that what it is?
It's almost 7 years. Yeah. He's currently Their newest notification, as I looked a couple of weeks ago for a friend, is they are shipping out to people who got on the list in April of 2019 or before.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, I've waited on the list 4 times. I've done the list 4 times. So here's the deal. It's a bunch of things. 1, Mike's not exactly getting younger. 2, the components are getting harder to get and harder to afford. And 3, I love the thing he said in his Chase Bliss Brothers video where he said, yeah, theoretically I could hire more people and build faster. The component part doesn't change, but at least a few more gets built. His take was, I don't understand why I'd need to make more money. He's not a money guy. He's not driven by profit. And so my take is, at this point, if you get, and they have a note on their website, they've had it for a little while. If they have a note on their website that says, if you get on the list today, there's a chance you don't get one.
Wow, there we go.
It's my favorite drive pedal of all time.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is what it is. For those of you that are new to the hype, I'm so sorry you came along at this time and juncture. But for the rest of you, you've known about this pedal for a long time. Why haven't you been on the list?
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
I played through one several times, several years ago, probably like 10 years
ago. It sounds great.
It's a great pedal, and I actually bought the Prince of Tone because I didn't want the double-sided, but the Prince of Tone doesn't sound like that King of Tone.
No, it doesn't.
It's not the same animal.
The gain structure's the same though, and the gain character's the same, but it does react a little differently. Yeah. When I say that I love this pedal, I need y'all to understand. I own 2 of them. I have a Chase Bliss Brothers AM. I have a Duke of Tone. I have a Prince of Tone. This is my favorite gain pedal. I have all the variations. And they all sound great. And I've tried a bunch of other pedals that supposedly do the thing. No other pedal does the thing.
Yeah.
They are really good. They are really good. I mean, yeah. But anyway, okay. So are you ready for, actually, we'll do this one first. So, so Fractal have now come out with plugins, which I think is a great way of getting on the Fractal.
It's very smart of them.
It's really smart of them, and they're going to make a killing. It's not cheap. I think it's about $300.
They're $100 per mini pack, and right now it's discounted 25% to get all 4 together for $300.
Yeah, I was looking at
okay, so it's 4 for $300. So do we know what we get here? So you've got is it basically all the Fender?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Each pack is a little different. Like they put together like the Tweed, like the Champ and like the Harvard. They put together the Deluxe and the Princeton. They put together the Twin and the, I don't remember, but that's how they paired them. It's like highest gain, next highest, and they did them that way.
Okay, great. So it's probably what's going to happen is they'll do the Marshall pack next, and they'll do a high gain pack and all that sort of stuff. I imagine. I mean, they're going to make a killing out of it, aren't they?
It's very smart.
Yeah.
I wish they would have just did their effects in packs for plugins, like kind of like how Strymon's got theirs.
Who's to say it won't happen?
Just you wait.
Yeah. I noticed the VP4s are going for cheap on Reverb.
Are they really?
People are buying them. Yeah, selling them for like $550, $580 in mint condition. I saw one guy that was looking at, thinking about maybe just grabbing it for my Blue Guitar Amp 1, and he said that he's selling his. He's just because he bought a Quad Cortex. So I'm wondering if it's the menu interface experience is what's causing that.
Yeah. But if you're in the studio, it doesn't really matter because you're just using your computer to do everything. It's really easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I think it's interesting you said call that cheap because I pulled it up real quick to see. They go for $699 new, and the lowest used one's $580, so it's only $129 discount to get used. That's still not as much as used stuff goes for other things.
Yeah, but you know what? What's funny is if you look at some of the used HX effects, people are selling them for like $400.
I know.
You know, why would you buy that for 400 when you can buy the VP4 for 580, 550, depending? You know, I've seen it. You know,
It's
seen them
still
sell
it's a
for-
big difference.
Well,
And number of blocks if somebody cares about that.
Yeah.
yeah, but in the plugin you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks.
Yeah.
I wonder. I'd
pretty-
be interested to see how the effects sound. You know.
Yeah, it does have a ton of effects in there. It's just not just the effects.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm interested to try it, and I'd be interested to do a video comparing it and the FM3.
Yeah.
As in sonically, and the difference is going to be, and again, and this is always the case, what are you using to get your guitar signal into your computer?
Yeah.
That's going to be the important bit, because with the hardware, they've worked out all the impedance and buffering and all that sort of stuff.
I think
Even if you're plugging in, if you've got an interface
accuracy
that's got, even if you've got an interface that's got a great, like a JFET input or a great instrument input, if you don't get the gain structure right, it ain't gonna sound or feel the same.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Right. Are you ready for monstrosity of the week? What the hell
I
is that?
feel I should do another. It's monstrosity of the week.
No. That's got to be a minor key.
Monstrosity of the week.
Is that your dog kicking off?
Yeah, I guess that's it. Or is he kicking off the dog?
Is Vinny gone?
It's not me, so it's got to be Vinny.
Vinny's gone to. I guess he's gone to sort out the dog. I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Have you really?
It looks like a Strat with that someone sort of. They didn't cover the fingerboard before they sprayed it. They didn't tape it up.
These are custom shop Strats.
Of course they are. They're not giving you painted necks for free. Come on, Paul.
Why would you want a painted neck?
Here's why, and who's gonna use it.
Hello. Oh,
What's going on?
Oh, he's got a guitar.
Oh, is it right?
yes.
Oh, hold on.
Looks like-
I can't see anything yet. I can't see
Yeah,
anything.
We're still gonna do.
We're waiting. So these are for people that do the show. You've seen them on like the Super Bowl halftime show, where like it's an all white guitar with a white neck, and like it's for folks who want that.
You remember
That's
Dean used to do that back in the day. The cheap Dean guitars.
Yeah.
They would have like a nylon, Jesus, a neon green or neon pink, and they would do the fretboard the same color.
They missed a trick though. They could have got the green and the yellow strings to put on here too. Who's that does the color coded strings?
DR.
Is it DR? Yeah.
I hate everything about that. About this. I absolutely.
Well,
It looks cheap.
you think you're violent about that. Wait till the news is over.
I bet they ain't.
All right, so I'm done. I'm out.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let me ask you this: should I just cut it open off camera and then inch it in?
No, do the boxing. Do the boxing on camera.
All right.
Come on, let's do it.
Paul had an amp in the post today, and
I saw the box.
I've never seen any item of anything arrive so well packaged.
I mean, so well packed. It was it was crazy.
I should tell you how my Vibrolux arrived when it got sent to me.
Oh God,
it was amazing.
If it's anything like that, do you remember that amp that arrived from that well-known guitar store in the UK that's gone out of business, and it came in a cardboard box, rattling around in a single-ply cardboard box?
That's how my last Marshall 4x12 arrived from Guitar Center.
Wow. Right, let's have a look at the case.
What kind of case you got there, Vinny?
Right. This is just a regular gig bag.
Right.
I had the option of getting a hard case, but I just said, give me a gig bag because,
it's not going anywhere.
Is this a new one? But this is a new guitar.
This is a new guitar.
Well, brand new.
Brand new.
Okay.
From a local builder.
Oh, she ordered it from the builder.
Local.
Yeah.
Local. Who's local in Florida?
I'm going to love this.
We're going to find out in 2
I
seconds.
bet it's got a painted neck.
Gee.
Trying to hide this, so Oh, it's tight in here. Hold on.
Well, it's wrapped, so it's fine. We can't see nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
Where's?
So we've got roasted maple neck.
Yes, very roasted.
Let's have a look. Oh no! What have you done?
Oh,
What the hell is that?
yes!
Oh no!
What the hell is
Look
this?
at that!
Oh no! Oh wow!
Oh, they made it look like the water in Florida.
Oh, look at that!
I can't. My eyes are burning.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Jeez, oh my god!
Even the springs are coloured.
Who makes that?
So this is a company called Funk Guitars.
Yeah, it's
Down-
definitely funky.
They're down, but the guy's name is Mark Funk that builds these, and he's between over like the between Fort Lauderdale and Miami kind of area.
Wow!
And he builds all kinds of like hot rodded, all kinds of guitars, really, from what I could see. But his reviews are
like
very
it.
good.
I like it. I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but I like it.
So it's got the the kind of Steve Vai gem
Yeah,
roll.
yeah,
So, is that dipped? Do you think? Is that
Yeah, it's dipped.
Oh yeah, it's definitely dipped.
yeah.
right?
Nobody finished that.
No. It's
So
cool, isn't it?
it's got the kill switch button. Eddie Van
Oh really?
Halen
I couldn't find it.
DiMarzio pickups are in here. Tone Zone is something else.
I can't tell if that thing's got knobs. I can't tell if it's got a switch. I don't know because I can't see
It's
it.
camouflaged. So it's got a real Floyd Rose on there. It's a Tone Zone and a fast track in the neck position. Burns pots, Switchcraft jacks and toggle, kill switch. Roasted maple neck, 24 stainless steel frets, 12 to 16 compound radius, glow in the dark dots, Goto tuners, and that's pretty much it.
All you need to now do is get Vernon Reid to play that on the next Living Colour album, and
That's it.
It's a lovely neck. It's
It
a
definitely
lovely
made me
neck.
think of Vernon Reid, though. I will say that.
that's great. I love that.
So
Vinny and I got
expensive.
very different guitars in the last week.
yeah, well,
Very
I
different guitar.
sold off my gems are going. I sold one off, and then the other one's getting sold. And so I was looking for something with a Floyd, something 80s-esque, kind of crazy. I happened to see this on Reverb, and then I did a little research on the company, and I'm like, you know what, man, I think I'm gonna take a chance. Never played this guy's guitars before. That's the hard part about this. It's just all taking a chance.
How are the frets there? I see you checking them.
The frets feel nice and smooth. The fretwork looks really, really good.
You know, Vinny, we both went with 80s guitars, though. That's the fun thing, is that you went with 1980s. I went to 1880s.
Dude, I love the guitar. I love that. That is fantastic.
Right.
Literally, the tree that this guitar was made from was cut down in 1880. So, yeah,
Awesome.
it
Wow.
lived. It lived for about 130 years as a train trestle in a
That's
bridge,
really cool. That is
and now it's a guitar.
When now both of you can talk about prices. I mean, you don't have to say how much you spent on each one, but how much? I mean, I don't know anything about either brand. So
Yeah,
so what's the
Vinny,
price
what do
of the
those
guitar?
run?
These run like 2,200.
Okay.
And
don't know.
I contacted the guy, and he actually, we talked about price, and I told him what I did, and also he sent me a shirt as well.
Hey.
So we'll see how it goes. But here's the deal: I was going to build a Warmoth. By the time I buy a body, and let's say Warmoth does the finishing for me, whatever color I want.
Mhm.
By the time I buy the body and the neck, you're looking at $1,100 to $1,200 right out of the gate. The Floyd Rose is like $260 now, I think, $270, right? Tuning keys are $100 usually normally. The pickups are a good $200 to $300 minimum by the time you put the electronics in. I couldn't even like put it together and be around the same price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy has built over 300 guitars have been sold, from what I understand from reading his stuff. He's got some good reviews. So, I'm not being paid by him or anything. I paid for the guitar myself. I'm going to do a review on it. I'll plug it in and play it, and we'll see where it goes. But as of right now, from what I'm feeling on the neck, it feels good. It feels really good. So
he sold about as many guitars as Howard Dumble sold amps. So
There you go.
And I seen this guy, the owner, he doesn't have a lot of stuff out there, but I watched him shred on a couple of these guitars and the guy could play too. So that's always handy when the guy is a builder and can play because he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like you have like a frame of reference, like this guitar isn't playing right. He would know, you know, one would gather. So,
yeah. So what did Gray's guitars go for?
So this is the Mendocino Junior. These run about $3. They're made from reclaimed redwood, which you can't harvest, so you can only reclaim it at this point. Because it's an endangered species, so it's illegal to cut them down. You can only get wood from them in situations where they tear down an old building or a bridge, or repair one, and you're able to salvage some of the wood, or when nature knocks one over. I think there's a process by which you can claim it that way.
Nice.
But yeah, Barry does everything by hand. I mean, these knobs are hand carved.
those are cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that finish color. I like that orange amber in that burst. I think that looks really classy.
Yeah, it really does.
And
Brown tort.
And I'm sure the color of the wood, the color of the wood can change the color of the stain.
Yeah,
So,
originally I wanted a darker burst, but we saw how good this wood looked, and we decided to lighten it up.
I love that.
We could actually see it.
Can
Of
you
course,
use
Barry has
Phil?
one of the better headstocks in the game.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a big fan. Of course, he sponsors my podcast, full disclosure. So, of course, I'm a fan.
Nice.
I'm reading
There
a
you
little ahead, but Al from Gear Safari says, Vinny, what the F is that? He's like, my eyes have fallen out of its cranium.
Yeah.
Right. Should we go back to questions then?
Yeah.
Boom. There we
I
go.
won't distract too much.
Will Echoplex, he says, I think proper valve preamps into IR cab sims are a very nice approach to preserve the most of the amp character in an ampless situation obligations.
I completely agree.
Yep.
Why are we just
just
modularly recreating Music Man amplifiers?
What's that? Say again?
Why are we just modularly recreating Music Man amplifiers with the two preamps and the solid state power sections?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a Music Man amp. It was great.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Peru sucks.
But he's never been.
Dave, he says, what were your first guitars and drum kit? Go on then.
First electric guitar was that Epiphone Sheraton. I still have it. My first drum kit was a Premier Royale in 1985.
Mine was a Squier Strat, one of the good 80s ones, the good ones made in Japan. Good guitar.
My first guitar was James, I'm going to hit the share button so they can see a picture of it.
Ooh, hang on, let me do that and then that. Boom.
Was it?
Look at that!
Jackson PS2 Performer Series.
That makes no sense.
That was my very first guitar.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
That's
it.
cool.
In that color specifically, it's like this blue, green, teal flip flop. If anybody sees one, let me know. I've been kind of hunting one.
Mine was a Hondo Fame Stratocaster copy. It was black with a mirror pickguard, which half the screws fell out of the front of it, and I think half the pickguard just fell out of it when I only had it for a few weeks.
Nice.
Chelino, Paul, have you ever put boots in the boot and then confuse yourself when saying to yourself, I have to get my boots out of the boot? What?
You get your boots into the boot of your car.
Oh, okay.
It gets more confusing if you're Canadian and says you're a boot to get the boots out of the boot of your car.
And what's it all about? Yeah.
What's it all about?
I only found out today that completely off topic is that the current president of Canada is the old president of the Bank of England.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mark Carney. Who knew?
And of course you mean prime minister.
I meant prime minister. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Al says, yeah, the JBL unit was really good, especially for the price.
Very, very
Cheers,
good.
Boney's World. Thanks for the info on the JBL. I trust your ears. Mine are shot to pieces, and I can play better with my feet. Love your show. Still watching the tenor vids from 5 years ago. Cheers, Bonies. By the way, we always say it, but if you're getting something out of this, give us a like and subscribe. It really helps. We don't monetize this show, so just give us a like. And
I'm glad I'm not the only person watching your old videos too. I go back and rewatch your Two Rock versus Matchless video like once a quarter.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amps you wish you never got rid of.
Yeah.
Graham, I've seen my fair share of gigs over the years, but I was always jealous of my school science teacher who told us tales of seeing Cream, the Blues Breakers, Taste, etc. in small clubs in the 60s. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
But maybe, the bands you're seeing now will be the same.
Yeah. I'd like the positivity in me was said, yeah, I'd love that to be the case. But Cream was a super group.
There are some bands though playing today that I've seen live that I know that when there will be another generation that's like, oh, I can't believe you saw them live. Oh, one of them's gonna be now. Granted, bands play a lot more gigs now. The big bands do than they used to. But I think Tedeschi Trucks Band is going to be one of those where people are like, I got to see them live. I've seen them 4 times now, and I will go every time they're within about 150-mile driving radius.
Wow.
Who is the Scottish kid that we saw play acoustic guitar at that shindig at the studio? Do you guys remember?
Murdo Mitchell.
He was great.
I thought he was fantastic, and I'm not an acoustic listening kind of guy. I really enjoyed that.
Great songs.
I'm so glad you asked that because I couldn't remember.
Murdo
Mitchell and Dave contacted me. Dave, Valiant Dave, contacted me. And he said he's going out with some famous actress.
I was going to say, when you say going out with it, do you mean going out on tour with, or in a relationship with?
I can't remember her name now. What she's in, but
Lucy Boynton.
Is that who?
That's her name, Lucy Boynton.
There we go.
She was in Sense and Sensibility, Law and Order UK, Black Coat's Daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Someone's got IMDb open.
That's Wikipedia, but
one feeds the other.
Al from Guestfire says Bonamassa is playing at the Royal Albert Hall in May if you fancy going. I'm not spending 200 quid to go to the Royal Albert Hall.
It's the money. It's the money, unfortunately, because he will charge through the nose.
It will be minimum 200 quid, I reckon.
Yeah.
Richard, best gig for the money for me was Jovi, Halen, and Thunder, Wembley Stadium, 25 quid.
I saw that lineup at the Milton Keynes Bowl.
Nice.
But it was topped by the fact that Bon Jovi were headlining, and I think Squeeze opened. It was someone really bizarre. So you had like Squeeze opening, then Thunder, then Van Halen, then Bon Jovi. It was awesome. Funnily enough, Jen was at the same gig. We didn't know each other then.
Oh, interesting.
Willie Harvey. By the way, that would had to have been in 1994. Was when that gig happened. And that's approximately 65 quid today.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Willie Hardmeat, you couldn't pay me to go to a Bonamassa gig. I think Bonamassa is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he's a great guitar player. I just don't care much for the songs. And I'm a songs guy. Yeah. You can be the best guitar player on the planet. I don't want to go hear you live if I don't love your songs. But man, he can play.
He certainly can.
Oof. Graham, most of my covers gigs are paid in cash and declared, obviously, and I usually deal with the venue direct, except Green King pubs where I have to go through their lengthy expense system online to get paid. Wow.
Ironically, it was Green King that Baggy used to manage for. Yeah. But say in the UK, generally it's cash on the day. Generally.
Yeah.
Chelino, yes, forgot about String Joy. Anytime.
Yarp.
Scott, it's all tributes and cover bands. The old school original band days are sadly gone. Yeah.
There are still venues around here that you can go and see bands play their own stuff. I mean, back in the originals day, it was 2 to 1. we'd put 2 covers in for every 1 original. That way, you at least keep your audience. And until you got to a point where they were listening, they wanted you to play your originals because.
Yeah. JP, Job is right. Back in there, pubs would put bands on with free entry, but add 10p on drinks to pay for the band. Of course, that would be a pro rata now, but keep it a sensible amount.
I stopped listening to you after you said Jivy's right.
Yeah.
So there is a really cool club in New Orleans that I really love called Palm Court Cafe or Palm Court Jazz Cafe, and it is one of the only places left in New Orleans you can go hear like old school New Orleans jazz, other than like exactly. Except for you can go to Preservation Hall if you want with all the tourists, or you can go to Palm Court Jazz Cafe, but that's how they do it. You come in, you sit down, you order food or a drink, there's a pro rata added to your tab for the band.
Oh,
super simple. It's $5, no big deal.
I mean, there are still I mean, everyone goes on about Ronnie Scott's being, arguably one of the most famous jazz clubs in London, if not the world. But there are plenty of music venues in and around London still. I mean, there's music venues around here, and I'm out in the provinces. I'm out in the sticks. I've been thinking about trying to put a band night on at the local community centre type village hall type place because it would be fun.
Yeah.
But would people come out? You don't know until you do it. They've said they'll keep the bar take. I can take the door and whatever else I can make. So merch or whatever, cut the merch, whatever.
Nice.
So I'm kind of thinking about it.
Chelino, I hope he does, and my King of Tone will go up in price.
I think that's a given.
That's absolute given. If he quits making them, you can tack on another at least 50%. Immediately.
Dave, I've been waiting for 2 years. Don't stop now. Just got my King of Tone 5-year wait, a little over $800 delivered. Just got my King of Tone 5-year wait.
Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. I just got my King of Tone 5-year wait. A little over $800 delivered. I don't know where you are, where it ended up $800 though, because
that's confusing me.
They're $295. I think it's a $15 or $20 upcharge to get the high gain red side if you do the traditional thing.
If he is South America, some of those countries have horrendous tax.
Hold on, it could be Australia.
Pardon?
It could be Australia.
That's also true.
Oh yeah, if it's Australian dollars, I don't.
But some of the South American companies have absolutely horrific taxation on musical instruments and music gear.
Mm-hmm.
Brazil, it's like 150%.
Yep. Yeah, it's bad.
Willie Hardmeat. When I'm in a pub, I can't be asked with live music.
And don't go to that pub.
Yeah,
there are others.
I really don't need to hear Brown Eyed Girl again. Yeah,
that's wrong. You really do. You need.
And we don't need to play it again. But when people don't enjoy that song anymore, bands will stop playing it. But people love that song.
People love it, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kevin, I have a friend that has 2 King of Tones. Recently, let me borrow one. It was a shame not to give it back to him. Yeah. Good. It surprised me how little gain is on them. That's the thing that always surprises me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, it still has a lot of that idiosyncrasies of the blues breaker that you really got to turn things up. Yeah. And if you want gain, you need both sides. Like if you wanted to have real gain, you need both sides.
Yeah. Bits of glorious sounding pedal. Phil, have you got your DSM Dumble Fire yet?
Not yet. I'm probably because the person I'm getting it from is in Nashville, and I'll be going to Nashville for the Amigo Guitar Show next month, so that's probably when I'll get a chance to pick it up.
Cool.
Dave, he said, I've been on the wait list since May 21 for the King of Tone, so you're not far off. Graham, Willie Hardmeat, I refuse to play Brown Eyed Girl, and I only do covers I like, which folks seem to respond to. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to do it too. I'm not a huge fan of some songs that I end up playing. I have some general rules about them. Mustang Sally being one of those songs for me. Guys, I don't know if I told y'all this story. When we do Mustang Sally in the blues band that I used to play in all the time. First of all, it has to be requested. We won't just voluntarily play it. If nobody requests it, we're not playing it. If they ask for it, I'll have a bucket that is designated the Mustang Sally bucket, and we'll play a different song. And at the end of that song, however much money is in that bucket is how good a version of Mustang Sally we'll play. I've had somebody tip like $5 once to hear Mustang Sally. We played the first verse and came to a cold stop. I've never seen people run to a stage to put money in a bucket so fast.
The thing is, and again, I've been both sides of this argument, and I'll definitely play both sides. When you do a gig, and let's say you're doing a pub gig, and it's a very different argument with a wedding or somebody else's event. Yeah. When you're doing a pub gig, who are you playing for? Are you playing for yourself, or are you playing for your audience?
Yep.
And it's important because a wedding or a function, you are playing for the client, and if the client says they want Mustang Sally 9 times throughout the evening, that's what you jolly well do.
That's what you do. It's all about who's paying you. We were playing a wedding once, and the groom came up and asked for Killing in the Name of, and he specifically said, "Do not censor it." So what did we do? We played Killing in the Name of. Then I got his mother came up and asked me, because I was, the principal contact for the band, said, do you really think that was appropriate? I said, well, your son asked for it. She said, and walked away.
we did a gig.
Can I just interrupt? Because as always, when you two start going, we never get through the questions.
It's a short one. So we did a gig. I played my brother's wedding, and my dad came up to me after the first set and said, why did you say the word penis all the way through that song? And I went, what? We didn't sing that. He said, that Michael Jackson song. And he went, penis, penis, beat it.
And he thought you were singing penis.
Yeah.
I think that's dad more than
else. Anyway, moving on.
Plugins and latency, is it an issue?
Yeah.
It can be, unless you've got a powerful computer, good audio drivers, that sort of stuff. It can be an issue, and it's not the same as playing through an amp.
Nope.
Willie Hardmeat official. I was in a pub in Falkirk a week or two ago. The band played Brown Eyed Girl, and Stuck in the Middle, I left. Brutal.
Both of those are in my set.
You can talk. Everyone else can talk. I'm not trying to say no one answer any questions. I feel like I'm bad now. It's more James, Phil.
No, it's definitely me. I'm a talker. I know.
Graham, Willie Hardmeat. I say Falkirk, but usually playing Stirling or Edinburgh. Station Hotel. It was toilets were minging too. Vinny.
That's one from.
Yeah, we talked about that one.
Yeah.
David, he said Timothy Leary threw up on your guitar, Vinny. Did you get the matching shirt?
No, I didn't get the matching shirt.
I like it.
I like it too.
Funk Guitars, says Scott Gaylor.
Yeah.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. Phil, is that Grez? I just got Grez Mendocino Jr. Greg, is that the same?
That's the same. Grez Mendocino Jr.
There you go.
It's a great guitar.
I've never heard of Grez. I mean, apart from you and
Joe Branton.
Guitar nerds. Guitar nerds. I've never heard.
They were at Woodwire Vault. Where were you guys?
What were we
running around now?
Yeah, see, you didn't go where the good stuff was.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, next year you got to come to Woodwire Vaults. That's where all the cool small builders are.
Okay.
So, Paul, read Grandma's Coffee Table.
No, Iconic Guitars was over there, like with some amazing guitars.
Less said about that, the better. I've got.
Yeah, but they're not. Those aren't Grandma's coffee table guitars.
No,
That's my point I'm making.
No, they're not.
I'm winding. Enough.
Hybrid Noise Bloom. The burst is really nice. What burst are we talking? It must be your
on that Grez. Yeah,
yeah.
It's a beautiful burst.
Rack Revival. Anyone watching F1 first time really getting a good look at the cars on track?
There is, as someone who loves sports, there's nothing that bores me more than motorsports.
You're just wrong.
There is nothing that bores me more.
F1 is the pinnacle of motorsport and should be celebrated.
Oh, fine. I think of all motorsport this way, though. I don't want
you
NASCAR.
are an American.
I don't want F1. I don't want any of it.
You are an American, and you think that turning left all the time is the way to do it.
None of that. None. No.
What's the American F1? What do they call it?
IndyCar.
IndyCar.
I saw an Indy cars at I think it was Brands Hatch, and it was the loudest thing I've ever heard, and it was rubbish. It was just like it was rubbish.
Also, cars don't really fascinate me, so I'm not a car guy.
Yeah.
Paul got to see the Wagon of Dreams today for the first time.
Wagon of Dreams. It's Shagwagon.
Oh yeah, I love it. I've seen them pictures.
Scott, fun guitar makes a pretty cool EVH clone as well. What?
Clone.
Oh, talking about funk. Funk
guitar,
Guitars
yeah.
makes a pretty good EVH clone.
Yeah, he does some
I thought he meant
I was like,
smell like Eddie.
Honestly, a company called Funk Guitars that also packaged it with a little bottle of cologne. That's a great marketing.
That's genius.
How would you spell you? That's not how you spell funk, though, is it? It's a different sort of funk.
No, it's FUNK. That's the right one. Funk.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because it's really PHUNK.
Oh, that's a different type of funk. That's a different funk.
John, salvaged old growth redwood.
Yep, the Grezes. That's how he does it.
Fab.
Nice. My first guitar was a PV Vandenberg. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
Weird guitars.
That is a weird guitar. Murder. No, it isn't spelt murder.
Murdo. MURDO.
Yeah.
Murdo.
Merdo.
Graham said, I did see Biffy with about 50 others in the audience in a small club called Martell's in Falkirk when they were just signed. Awesome. But that was
but that was loud.
There's a pub in Norfolk that happens to be owned by, I think technically it's owned by the two guitar players from a band called the Nodding Donkeys. When they go out on tour, they're better known as Iron Maiden.
Oh, yeah. I love bands that have like a pub band name so they can do like little one-off shows. That's almost like rehearsal or like
it is. It was a rehearsal
shows.
I saw them before the one of the gigs. It was a mate of mine said, you have to come to the I can't remember the name of the pub. You have to come tonight. They're playing. And I went, who are? He said, the Nodding Donkeys. The place was rammed.
Yeah. Chelino, I've seen Creed for free. Best rock band in history.
I really hope you're being ironic.
I kept quiet there.
Otherwise, I'm going to shadow ban you from my channel.
Willie, I played the Martell many times in 1998 to 2001 or so. Nice. Mendel said he saw Bonamassa a few years ago in Greenwich. From close to the front, a real treat. Would pay again just to hear real amps. Yeah,
I suspect he means Greenwich Village rather than Greenwich, London.
Very different places.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Yeah, very different places.
Yeah. But Greenwich is, maybe he did a pub in Greenwich. Possible. It's unlikely, isn't it?
Very unlikely.
Rack Revival. By the way, everyone, check out Session Stories' latest interview with Bob Bradshaw. It's super interesting, even if you're totally not into the rack thing. Important music history. Nice.
Bob Bradshaw's amazing.
Yeah.
The stuff he built was incredible.
I mentioned him in the video that I put out today.
I've been wanting one of those Pete Cornish pedals for a long time, but they're so expensive, man. Oh my god.
But again, a possible good investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Also
Australian
Australia
dollars.
dollars. Yeah.
Yes. What
So that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Graham, the feedback I get mostly in the pubs is appreciation from not playing all the same songs as the guy last week. I still do pretty well-known songs though. Nice.
Yeah, there are so many songs out there. You know, one of my old bands, we used to do all the other hits by the well-known bands. So where everyone would play "Living on a Prayer," we'd do "You Give Love a Bad Name," which is still a huge song, but it's the other song.
Okay.
Which was fun, and everyone go, "Oh, you play loads of different stuff." So no, we just the other hit.
Andy, we had our DJ play Lonely Island. I'm on a boat at our wedding. Everybody went nuts for it. And the DJ was like, I don't know if I can play that. I don't know Lonely Island.
No, that's the band. The song is I'm on a Boat. You could not avoid that. I've actually legitimately never heard it outside of like a small clip, but like there were all the memes and everything that was generated around when that song came out that was everybody. It's just I again never heard it and I hate it.
Okay.
It's one of those.
Okay.
Bill Bloom, he said I got myself a Boss OD200 that emulates many classics. The sampling rate in CPU is as good as it gets. I was told by AI it uses hybrid analog tech to keep the dynamics. Anyone tried it? No.
I'm sure AI told you that the sampling rate in CPU is as good as it gets. That sounds like self-propagation right there.
Yeah.
I had the OD20, the predecessor to it, the dual pedal one, the big orange one. Here's an interesting thing about that pedal. It came out in like the 90s, maybe early 2000s. Mm-hmm. It had 2 emulations on it that were well ahead of their time. It had a Klon on there. If you think late 90s, early 2000s, it had a Klon and it had a Rockman on there. And they all sounded fine.
Yeah. I think I had the 500.
I think they've only made the OD as a 200. They haven't made it as the biggest big unit yet.
That's a digital one.
Is it all digital?
Yeah.
Orange 2-foot switch instead of 3. I don't think they made a 500.
I think I did have that. It's yellow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did have that. I had the matching delay pedal for it too.
Yeah, that's the 200 series.
Yeah, I had both of them.
Yeah.
Cool. They did a 500 delay.
Yeah, they did a 500 delay, reverb, and modulation, and like a synth one, but everything else is 200 series. They didn't do the overdrive in a 500.
Yeah.
Blind Gary says, do you guys play Wagon Wheel or Wonderwall at a lot of gigs? I don't even know what Wagon Wheel is. And
Wonderwall, I've played loads of times.
I've played a lot of Wagon Wheel, not a lot of Wonderwall.
I suspect that's to do with being your side of the pond versus our side.
Yeah, definitely.
Boney's World, a pub scene in the UK is what it used to be. Nobody can afford to go to a pub anymore. Pubs are all closing. I wonder why. They don't want to pay bands. They just put sports on TVs. I guess it depends where in the country you are. I'd like to know where you are, Boney, because it's very different. The pub scene is very different depending on where you are in the country, I would say. And, you know, like nobody can afford to go. But again, I think that depends where you are in the country. But I'd really like to know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Algorithm 007 Iffy. I have opportunity to get a Fender Ultralux vintage Strat that weighs 3.35 kilograms. However, I have to sell a Sir to get it. I have 3 Sirs already. This is a bad idea. It's a terrible idea.
It's a bad idea.
What is that in freedom units? 7.5 pounds?
Freedom units? You mean old money?
Yeah.
I just think that's a crazy. I mean, you're talking about getting selling a boutique guitar to go and get a run of the mill. No, it's a crazy.
You're selling a boutique guitar to get Fender trying to do a boutique guitar
with a super heavy poly coat on it.
Yeah, no, please don't. Do
that. Isn't the Ultralux Nitro?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
I think you should. I think you should. If
I
you
could
don't
be
like
wrong though. I just wouldn't touch one of them.
the Sir's worth more money anyway.
Yeah, a lot
So
more.
I mean, depending on what Sir it is. I mean, let's say it's a classic S. I mean, what's the classic S now? Second hand, 2,000. I mean, I'm talking in pounds, £2,200. Fender Ultralux you could probably pick up for 1,600 quid second hand.
Yeah, I don't know, but it is nitro. I did look it up. That
It
is
okay.
that is a nitro. That's their big relic one they came out with last year. The new like relic looking. It's like the just before custom shop level of Fender. It's the one they just came out last year.
Okay, because I thought the Ultralux was like the ones that were just.
That is the Ultralux, but the Ultralux Vintage is the new ones that's like vintage spec. But
did he say vintage? He does say vintage. Sorry, he does say vintage.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's the one that just came out in like August of last year or something like that.
All right, apologies. I just saw Ultralux. I was like, don't do it.
So did I. I apologize as well. Shall I show you the?
I still say don't do it, but hey.
I mean those.
Screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what color. What color?
So around, Paul. There we go. Boom.
Yep, we're there. So, I mean, I'd still think I'd rather have a Sir than that.
I would rather take that money and get a secondhand Fender custom shop, maybe for a couple $100 more.
If that,
if
that, I mean, you can easily buy Fender custom shops for that price.
Yeah.
And the equivalent Sir, which would be the classic S vintage, they sell for more, starting out. So if you're also pocketing some money, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
If that means you actually have some spare cash.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
What are you trying to get out of the guitar? You know what I mean? Like, what are you missing that you're on the hunt for? And maybe it might be worth taking one of those Sir guitars and transplanting pickups out of it and put something else different in it to kind of give you what you're looking for.
I think as well. I think if it's the Fender thing that you want, I think you're talking, like for like would be a custom shop. As sorry, I can't remember if it's Vinny or Phil that said that.
Yeah,
but I think get a custom shop. Don't
go half baked.
Yeah, you could buy a custom shop for that money.
So the question is that a bad idea? I think we all agree, yes.
Well, it's not initially as bad as it isn't as bad as I initially thought, but I mean, I wouldn't.
No.
Al, right, got Dash. Cheers, lads. Have a great week. And to you, mate.
Hi, mate.
See ya.
Andy,
later, Al.
Didn't the Blue Oyster Cult play by a secret name at times? Could have sworn I heard that sometime. Possibly, yeah.
I don't know.
Greenwich Mean Time, London. You meant Greenwich, proper Greenwich.
Yeah.
Wow.
If he played at the Meantime Brewery, that's quite a big space. But I wouldn't have. I mean, it must have been years and years ago to have done it.
Right.
Very bizarre.
Richard, Motley Crue played a secret London gig under the name The Foreskins in the Dr. Feelgood. Oh God. I saw Motley Crue and live once. Oh my God.
Well, how live? There's the argument, isn't there?
Well, during that tour.
Yeah.
Andy, it's an obnoxious song, but our friends are the old SNL fans. I'm on an effing boat. Oh, is that how it goes?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry.
Okay.
Work email, it never stops. Like, don't they know I'm doing things?
Yeah, Jesus, come on, sort it out.
Willie, I bought a Boss OD200, hated it. Might just be me being a plonker, but I had high hopes and really wanted to like it, but just didn't. I mean, I don't know. If you want an overdrive pedal, get an overdrive pedal. Get a analog.
That's why I got rid of mine. It was what do you call it? Too many choice
Option paralysis.
Option paralysis, and I just was
Yeah.
Richard says, it gripes my shit when you play in a pub and the football is on the screen behind the band. Yes, that's awful, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, they should turn that off when a band's playing.
Yes. Yeah, always.
Dave said we still have great venues that have good bands for $50 to $75. I saw Marcus King a few weeks ago. Nice for $50. He's the truth. He is.
Yeah, I
without
saw him.
doubt.
I saw him back in October for even a little. I think a little less than that.
Excuse me.
Here in town, like here in tiny Mississippi town,
Oh,
which was wild.
yeah. He's
I
great.
didn't have to get a hotel room or drive anywhere. It was great.
Nice. Revival, my Lexicon MPX1 is acting up. Looks like it doesn't get enough power. Keeps rebooting. Assuming it needs a recap and PSU replacement or something. How much would this cost roughly? I have not got a clue.
Absolutely no idea.
That is why I stay away from old stuff.
There will probably be. I don't know where you are at Revival. I can't remember. There used to be a place around here called Panic Music Services who used to do all sorts of repairs and stuff. There will probably be a repairer somewhere near you, or certainly somewhere you can mail, send it off.
Are Lexicon's still going?
No. Lexicon Olivetti's long gone.
And the thing is, you're probably looking at a minimum of $200 to $300 minimum.
Yeah, and you could probably get another one for that.
Yeah, just go and buy another one.
You're gonna kick yourself when you've lost any presets or programs that you once had, but that's just.
Oh yeah, you know how I know they're gone, and you know who owns Lexicon?
Behringer.
No, not quite that bad. Harman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Samsung owns Lexicon, and they're not doing audio. They're not doing it. Yeah.
There we go. We're done.
Lexicon.
It is time for this.
Oh yeah.
Stupid comment of the week.
And it's my turn to get it in the neck this week.
So this is a message for James. He said that it was the best of Marshall Fender in 1 amp, the Mezzo-Boogie Electrodyne. He said, I'm not a fan of the demo. Need to practice, mate.
Thanks. I'm actually a drummer. So do you know what? You
did pretty well for a drummer, didn't you?
Comment of the week.
What a bellend.
I mean, he's right.
That, though. What a
he's
bellend.
Right. I do need to practice. That's a given.
But you're a bellend to have to say it though, aren't you? That's a bellend that just
I don't understand the need to make those comments. It's like, okay, click off, go find somebody else's demo. Like but also thanks for the interactions.
Yeah. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah. The thing is you could find like maybe a virtuoso guy playing it, but his sound quality might suck. You know what I mean? His explanation of the stuff might suck. So it's just like, give people a break. Yeah,
it's not about and also it's not about the playing, it's about the amplifier. It's not about that annoys me when people just say things.
Some of my favorite demos are where somebody just goes, all right, here's the clean setting. Chord. Chord.
Yeah, it's annoying that we have to do this widdly stuff because people go,
I've been doing this too long to get upset by some pillock saying I'm a useless guitar player.
Yeah. No, you're not. But you're not useless. Absolutely. And he didn't say you're useless. In all fairness, but you're not.
He just said practice point. And
we've talked about it before. I get anxious every time I post a video of my playing. In the video I put up today, there's some of my playing in it, and I got anxious about putting that up because
I do the same thing.
It's driving me crazy.
We all do. And also, as soon as you push the record button, your playing really changes anyway.
Of course it does.
Well, then, so the video today, I actually had to come back to that one because Logic crashed because I had like a MIDI conflict.
Because you're using Logic.
Yeah, shut up. It's what I like. Well, I might switch. We'll see. I'm kind of tinkering with Luna, but anyway, that's a whole other ballgame. So I was recording it had issues, and so I put it away for a few days because I was like, I wasn't happy with the way I played, and I was like, it's fine, I'll do it again later. And then I came back to it, solved the MIDI discrepancy that was causing it. It actually was the fact that I was using 2 MIDI devices that were in conflict, and it had nothing to do with Logic. So I came back. It had actually recorded. It actually had saved it. Didn't crash completely. And I was listening back to it, and I was like, huh, that's actually pretty good. I'm not upset about that. And so sometimes you just got to walk away.
Yeah.
And
And sometimes you just have to set these things off into the world.
Yeah.
Because,
The goal this year, like I've told people, my goal this year is I will not let perfect be the enemy of done.
Yeah. I'm going to put this one out because this is funny.
Willie says, I used to live there. Foreskin Road, Shaft, Nether Region, W1.
Willie.
Good.
WI11IE, Willie.
Good work. So, yes, thank you to my friends and colleagues down there somewhere, Mr. Vinny the Axe. That way, it's 40 Watt Phil. And even if you haven't called yourself 40 Watt Phil, you are now known as 40 Watt Phil.
That's what was on my name tag at NAMM. So,
yeah. My friend and colleague, Mr. Paul Drew, and myself, we will see you next week for more of the same. Who knows? We might actually get to talk about the whole talking point thing next week. Who knows? I might just leave it blank. Tonight we're going to talk about. I have no idea.
Yes.
So have a great week, everyone. Hope to see. Go and see some live music if you can. Go and see a band. Go and support musicians in your area, even if you think they're dreadful. Go and lend your support and stuff, and let's try and get live music back to where it should be, or at least where it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So on that enormous great bombshell, it's time to wrap. We'll see you very soon. Good night.
Adios.
Cheers, guys.
Peace out.